What up, Stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, March 19th. It is a beautiful day outside, and had a full day of work. Went home, fed the kids, came back to work, and I'm going to start my night here tonight by doing a little bit of gold unboxing. But before that, a funny story. So, about 2 days ago, I smashed my hand on a door jamb. I was hurrying around, I was carrying a whole bunch of stuff, and I was walking by at work, and I bruised this part of my hand pretty bad, and I knew it was gonna, hurt later, but I just kind of brushed it off or whatever, and sure enough, I woke up and I had a bruise there. But tonight, I'm quickly making dinner for my kids. We had some chicken pot pies, and so I cooked them in the oven, and I was just in a hurry, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the spatula, I'm going to take the plate and put it on top, and then flip over like this, like reverse. And of course, I did not have enough pressure with the spatula, and the complete thing just completely fell right on my hand, and all over the floor, of course, and so it burned, and I got a burn on my bruise, so pretty annoying. I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, that kind of hurts, but complete dumb luck for Big Stack. But you know what? The night's going to turn around because I'm about to unbox some gold, and that always makes me smile. So a little bit on the specifics. I ordered this, let's see, about a week ago from JM Bullion. I think I surfed around to Apex and Provident JM, and of course Provident JM is essentially the same thing, but SD and a couple of the other spots, and JM had the best price for the day, so I went with it. And so I'll unbox that here in just a second. And of course, you remember my last video, I picked up this empty coin tube and announced the idea that I'm going to start a new project and hopefully filling up an entire tube of gold American Eagles, 1 ounce. And so this is the first step towards that. So yeah, I'm telling you what's in there. That's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so here it is. 1 more ounce of gold from JM. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I ordered the random year gold American Eagle instead of just could pay $10 more and got a 2021, but I really didn't care. This appears to me to be a 2020. Let's get this out and take a look. '20 gold American Eagle. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. Appears to be in excellent condition. I don't have great vision up close, so I'll be looking at this more up close later. I can't tell with the viewfinder, but it's always nice when you get a nice piece of bullion that's not too dinged up. This one appears to be in very good condition. So yeah, this is number 3. And this brings up kind of something else to talk about. So, and of course, I haven't even ordered anything with stimulus money yet, so that'll be exciting. But here we go. We have 2 other gold American Eagles, and I have this tube. And I read through my comments in my last video as I got this tube, because I got a small order from Apex with the express reason is that they were selling some empty gold American Eagle coin tubes. And several of you brought up some good points. Mateo Man said that, in his coin shop, he doesn't like to buy dinged up bullion, or at least their, dinged up bullion can sometimes cause when there's a sale to have less of a premium being afforded. So the nice thing about gold American Eagles is that they do retain somewhat of a premium, right? It's not like they're just going to, like if you're selling silver rounds and all that kind of stuff, you're going to get spot or less, right, when you sell it. With gold American Eagles, they sell it at a premium, but there's some of that premium that's retained. And so, of course, all of my gold I put in these airtights. And it's funny because Silver Bean Counter just put out a video yesterday, I think, that was just talking about protect your gold, and I'm like, I do. I have all these capsules, but then the idea of 1 at a time filling this up and probably every time taking it out and playing with them made me think that maybe this isn't the greatest idea to fill up the tube, as much as it would be cool to to I'll have them all out of the capsules, and I probably will take them out to display later. But I think just to splash around and look at, it's probably safer to keep them in these capsules. And so I think that's my plan, even though I wasted money on the tube. Who knows? Maybe I'll need that in the future if I ever want to pack them up to ship out and sell or something like that. But boy, these are fine looking pieces of gold. So, with that in mind, got another coin capsule here. Assuming I can get into it quick enough here. All right, finally. Boy, that's tough to get your fingernails in there. All right, finally open. So there you go. Much safer in these coin capsules. So here's the first part of my project. 3 gold American Eagles 1 ounce in coin capsules. So I'm going to play around with them, and I'm going to keep them in one of these jobbers. Now, if you've ever seen these before, I'm sure you've seen these before, but most coin places that sell supplies and accessories have these things. Specifically, like airtights.com. I typically have been buying all of mine from a place called onfireguy.com. Really good rates. In my opinion, I feel like some of these places you have to buy a mass quantity in order to make the shipping feel like it's okay. And the shipping there is not terrible. You can buy 1 or 2 at a time and all that kind of stuff. So 3/20ths of the way done. 3/20ths of the way done on this project. How long is this going to take me? I don't know. I was definitely planning on buying some more when the stimulus money comes because I really have no other purpose for it, and I'd rather convert that to something that's going to last than just cash. I got plenty of cash. Don't need more cash laying around. Every time I go to the coin store, I have a lot with me just in case there's some kind of screaming deal, but I don't need any more cash. What I want is more metals. And so, of course, in talking with my wife, I guess, of course, thanks to the government, we got $1,400 for each person, including our kids, and it's just an unbelievable amount of money that internally just makes me rage that we're going into debt for. I completely understand that there are people that are hurting out there because of the pandemic, and it's awful. I totally get it. Fortunately for me, I'm in a position where I've been able to keep my job and keep working and all that kind of business. And part of me thinks like, I'm just talking. I'm not saying this is like a legitimate thought that I had, but part of me wishes that some of us could, opt out and all that stuff. But who's willing to give up, the money that everyone's getting just on principle? And I'm sure there are some of you that are probably better than I am. And of course, you can certainly donate money and all that kind of business with that. But just talking with my wife over what we're going to specifically do with it. She has some projects she wants to spend some of that money on. I would like to put it 100% towards precious metals. We don't always see eye to eye on how to buy metals each month, but I guarantee you there will be some sort of compromise in the Big Stack household on how the stimulus will be shared. I think for sure we're setting $1,000 per kid aside towards their college funds. We have 529s for each of them, so I'll send an extra amount for that. We'll definitely pick up a little bit of precious metals this month. I'm probably going to pick up another one of these guys, I would imagine. And then we'll be even closer to our goal. But back to the question, how long is it going to take for me to fill this up? I don't know. If I could set a goal date for when to be finished with this project based on where I am right now, I would love to have a completed filled roll of these, or a filled tube of these, by the end of 2022. That would be my goal. Can I do it? I think I can. I think I can once every 1 to 2 months buy one of these. I think that's within the budget. The problem for me is that it really limits the scope of the thing. I still want to be buying silver and all that stuff too. And I don't know. It's just this is a really great goal for me. I've always wanted to have 20 gold American Eagles. And so I'm just gonna, we'll see. Maybe it'll take longer than that, but every time I do it, it's always fun to fill up the tube. Back in the day when I would buy empty silver American Eagle tubes, and I'd buy 3 or 4 at a time, and I'd look forward to the next order, like, oh, I only have 5 left. I'll buy a little bit extra, and then I can fill that tube. And it's such a feeling of accomplishment to fill a tube. And this is going to be one of the larger goals that I've had. I'd put this right up there, of course, with filling my monster box of silver American Eagles and starting with that first half a tube, and then imagining and having an entire monster box. It seemed like it was so impossible. But in my stacking journey, I've come a long way. And not only do I make more money now, but I've eliminated all debt from my life. And so life is just different when you don't have debt. So for those of you that are working hard and you are trying to stack but you still have debt, I tell you, it completely changes when you don't have to pay any of that money to people that you owe money to. It's a game changer for sure. But anyway, 3 gold American Eagles starting my project. And thanks to those of you that gave me the suggestion of not putting them in here. They'll be pristine for as long as I have them. So I appreciate that advice. And leave a comment down below if you with what you plan on spending your stimulus money on. If you were free to share, appreciate that. But thanks for stopping by. This is Big Stack McGee. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.